Journey. Welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've lost 199 pounds on a ketogenic journey. Can't wait to see 200, but today's not that day. I'm going to go ahead and show you all my weigh-in because it's not that exciting. And then we're going to have a chit-chat before I die of heat out here because it said it wasn't that hot, but I'm already sweating after a minute. As you saw, I managed to go down 4 points on the scale, almost, yeah, 4 points. I was really hoping. I knew it's teasing me, okay? It is teasing me. The 200 mark is playing a game with me because it normally don't take me 3 to 4 days to get down a pound. And it was less than a pound that I needed to go down. So it's just playing mind games with me, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I hope everyone enjoyed who participated the 3-day food challenge. I am still carrying that on. Some of y'all said y'all didn't lose any weight on only 3 days. I don't know if y'all added other stuff to it. If it wasn't on the list that I gave you and it was anything extra, there is a possibility it could have stalled you. Also, the first 3 days I did it, I didn't really lose any weight either. My weight loss came later. Remember, I've been on this for almost 2 weeks now. I think it's almost 2 weeks. It's way over a week. I know that much. I haven't been able to eat hamburger meat in a long time without being sick, and I finally can. So I'm just diving right into that and sticking on the roller coaster because it seems to work the best with me. It gives me all my keto macros that I need because I'm doing normal keto version, not a high protein one, not a low fat one, not a low calorie one, just going in the carb manager, sticking in keto, sticking in my weight and how many pounds I want to lose a week, and bam, I'm following that guideline 100%. Guess what? We're going inside real fast to finish this talk because I'm already beginning to sweat really bad. I guess it's just too hot still to try to film out there. I was absolutely dying. It is a very high humidity day. So instead, we're in the kitchen right now. So as I was saying, I am just doing normal keto macros. So no longer the high protein and lower fat girl. It's just working better for me right now. It was the opposite. Like, I have had to change my keto up multiple times. It's like one of y'all said in yesterday's, well, today's comments from yesterday's video said that that's the one good thing about keto. You can change it up all you need to during your journey. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing hamburger, and that's not something I've really done since the first year because of my stomach issues. But I found a hamburger that doesn't make me throw up. And I also found that I can only have 5 ounces at a time, a total of 10 ounces in a day. They need to be spread out at least 5 hours apart. I've discovered how much lettuce and tomato I can have a day, and cheese, without getting sick to my stomach. This all has to do with my body not processing food correctly. Most people's body can just like swing through food like you're supposed to. I've had a stomach issue since I was born. It did get way worse, and then I got really crazy sick in May, and then it kind of like repaired itself a lot. I just have to watch the amount of food. So when you see me measuring stuff, even cheese, it's not necessarily just because of my keto diet. It is literally because if I have more than 2 servings of cheese, which is 2 ounces, in a day, I'm probably going to throw up that night from it. But I can get away with eating 2 ounces of cheese right now without getting sick. I used to eat cheese all the time, and then all of a sudden, about 10 months or so ago, I started having severe issues to anything dairy. But I have been able to slowly introduce it again. It used to only be half an ounce, then an ounce. Now I'm up to 2 ounces. So I'm just slowly doing it. The same way with the hamburger meat. Of course, it has to be sirloin hamburger meat. It has to be like all these different rules to it for me to be able to eat it, but I can finally eat it. I can eat porterhouse finally again. I wasn't able to eat any kind of steak, and porterhouse is the only one I seem to be able to eat again. I'm able to eat spices. I was not able to eat spices for 10 plus months. They made me really sick. And this little bad boy here has paprika and everything in it, and onion garlic powders in here, and I don't get a stomach upset, and it doesn't stall my weight any longer. It's all about my stomach gut issues. Also, that was causing me not to be able to lose weight as well because my stomach was so inflamed. If you have a lot of inflammation in your body, it really slows down your weight loss. Taking ibuprofens and different stuff like that may hinder your weight loss. It doesn't hinder everyone's. I am one person it does. If I take an ibuprofen, I have to work out extra hard that day because I will retain water. It doesn't put on fat. It makes me retain all the fluids I drink. I barely pee at all when I do ibuprofen. It's not hurting my kidneys, but ibuprofen does shrink some valve in your kidneys or bladder. I forgot exactly what it was. The doctors, multiple doctors have explained it to me in my past. It also raises my blood sugar, which is not supposed to, but it does because my body's weird. So yeah. So if you're new to my channel and you want to follow along, because I still have more weight to go, I want to lose 20 to 30 more pounds, hit subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I am still very awkward saying that. That is not something I'm comfortable with. I don't know if I ever will be comfortable with that. Also, like I said, I've lost 199 pounds. My big giant goal is a 200-pound weight loss. That's around the corner. Hopefully tomorrow, but I don't know. Because I've lost a lot of weight this month, and sometimes my body likes to go back up. It's also that time of the month coming, so that could cause me some issues too. So we'll see when I get there, hopefully tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm not holding my breath right now because I thought it would be today. I said today or tomorrow, so we'll see, we'll see. Also, my next one was to hit a normal weight range for my age and height, which is 158 pounds. So once I hit the 200, I'll have 10 pounds to go for that. And when I was 368 pounds and it said, what weight do you want to be? I was like 148. I just took it off, out of my head. So then I'll be 20 pounds away from that. I don't know if that's where I'm going to stay. And if that's where I really want to be, I'm going to go past it by 5 to 10 pounds because I'm going to have to learn how to maintain. I'm going to have to learn how many carbs to put it back in. And I mean stand keto, but I mean net carbs. I'm going to be switching to net carbs. I also have to play around with calories and play around with foods. So I want a safety net. I don't want to be 148 and playing around with foods and get back into the 150s. So I'd rather go farther down and then play around and see what happens. Because it's a lot easier to gain weight than lose weight. Let me tell you, which y'all all probably know this one. So I'm still on my first collagen of coffee of the day. It takes me a long time to drink. I started 12:30, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there, and it's 2 o'clock. I'm still drinking it. I'm a very slow drinker. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my lunch, which you're not gonna be surprised. 12:30, I have not been up long, but I am actually hungry today, so I am going to go ahead and eat. I just made my collagen coffee. I haven't broke my fast at all. I think I ate at 7 last night was the last time I ate, so this is not as long as fast as usual, but this girl's hungry, so I'm going to eat. I'm still doing the hamburger thing. Tomorrow, the next day, I'll go buy some groceries. And we'll see if I change it, but I don't know. I'm really enjoying the I can't even talk today. The simpleness of hamburgers. There's no thinking. It is like I'm a robot. I patty a whole 2 pounds out. That's multiple days. Stick them in the fridge. So when it's time to eat, I come over here and they're already seasoned and everything. I turn my little air fryer on. While it's heating, I let the patties get to room temperature almost. Well, it doesn't really. It takes about 10 minutes, but it does warm them up some sitting here on the counter. They cook better that way, and I want the pan to be hot. I don't want to stick it on a cold pan. It changes the taste drastically. So while that's going, I take my little dupe mayonnaise, I weigh it out, I add my Himalayan salt, I add my little monk fruit or whatever sweetener I choose because I hate the taste of mayonnaise. And I can't have ketchup. But I want something sweet on my burgers. So I've been putting sugar in it. I saw someone put monk fruit and mustard to make kind of like a honey mustard because it's a sweet mustard. And I was like, well, I can do that to my mayonnaise. And I love it. So I do that. I weigh out my lettuce, put on my lettuce, throw on my tomatoes, and I'll tell you, I don't say, oh, I can only have this amount of lettuce, or I can only have this amount of tomato. Whatever the leaf comes out at, I always get 2. I just like to put the exact number in my carb manager. Whatever the slices of tomato comes out at, that's what it is. I always slice 2. Like today, they only came out to 20 and 50, so 50 lettuce, 20 tomato, because it was smaller lettuce, smaller tomato. Normally, it's 80 for my lettuce. Sorry, my alarm's going off. It's 80 for my lettuce and 40 to 50 for the tomato. But they were the smaller, it was at the end of the head and at the end of the tomato. So I just go with it. Later I'll have to go down and get another tomato. For tonight, the only thing I do, make sure, purposely weigh out to the correct amount. That would be things like my butters, my mayonnaise, and my cheese. Cheese only because of my stomach issues, and I want to be able to make sure each of my hamburgers, I usually do 4 a day, between 3 and 4. So I want to make sure they all get the same amount of cheese, so I do weigh those things out. And the whole reason for the mayonnaise and the butter is because the butter is a very healthy fat. It's very clean. The mayonnaise is not. It has tons of added ingredients. It's Dutes. I'm allergic to avocado. I'm allergic to so many types of mayo. Dutes have been the only mayo in my whole lifetime that I have found that I'm not allergic to. I don't know what's the additive in other ones that this one doesn't have, but it's what I can get away with, so it's what I use. And I also use the olive oil one, the light one. Yes, normally you purposely get high fat ones. However, I make my macros just fine with the light ones. I would not be able to make it with the high fat one. I would go over on my macros because I do anywhere between 3 and 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise a day. I do anywhere between 2 and 3 tablespoons of butter a day. I have fat inside my burgers. I have fat inside my collagens. So I get plenty of fat a day. My mind just scattered. I don't know why. I all of a sudden, okay, I was watching the video with Keto Diamond yesterday, did the unboxing of the keto box, and my brain just went there all of a sudden, just out of the blue while I was talking. So, yeah, I'm scatterbrained today. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I haven't tried that cookie she's talking about, but I do own it, and I don't really want to try it now, to be honest. And I already know what that rice cauliflower tastes like. I hate it. My mom hates it. My daughter hates it. And they actually love cauliflower. I'm the one who hates cauliflower, but I love the Green Giant and stuff frozen cauliflower now. But nobody likes it. I don't know. She might like it. She's going to try it. I'm assuming it's going to be in today's video because she was talking about trying it for dinner. But yeah, it's just nasty being in a container like that, and it costs way more than frozen cauliflower on top of it. They sell it at Costco. I think you get four bags of it for like $10 or 6 bags. I don't know. I'm sure one of y'all seen it. Y'all might like it, but that is not my cup of tea or anyone else's in my family's cup of tea. It's just weird tasting. I do have to go to Walmart. I need some storage bins. I'm trying to... My daughter's room has had this weird smell for like a year now, and it's getting stronger and stronger with multiple smells now. And we had put in a bunch of these bench type containers where you store stuff in, and it has a cushion on top, and we put our mattress on top of that to make more space. I have it in my YouTube room, which I can't film in because she's slept in it quite a bit, and it's a mess with all her stuff. I can't even walk in there. But I'm taking all the stuff out of the bins. I'm folding them up because they go completely flat almost, about that thick. I'm putting them in black bags and taping it all up to see if that's what's caused the smell. Because it's horrible, and I go in there and in seconds my nose is running down my face, I'm sneezing, I'm itching, there's something in there. But I have those bins in every room, so I don't know if it's the bins or not. Or did her and her friends like a year ago spill a bunch of water or something on the carpet and not tell me, and now it's all molded underneath, because it does have a moldy smell on top of it. It has a chemical and a moldy smell. I don't know what's causing it, but she can't go in there. I can't go in there. The clothes that are in there smells horrible, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get the smell out. It does not come through the vent throughout the house, though. And the vent isn't closed in there because, unfortunately, we have what's called floating floors. You can't close the vent because even though my floor looks like wood, it's a vinyl type thing. And the moment you close the vent, the vinyl starts lifting off the floor. It's retarded. They did it in case you ever want to replace it so it's not glued down everywhere. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever have money to replace it, and I don't like it that I can't close any vents in my house. Of course, her room does have the carpet, but when you do it, it does the same thing. It starts pushing the vinyl out right outside her room because it starts there, and I don't know how it's, like, I don't even get how they did this whole floating floor thing. I was told it's a new way they do trailers, so I don't know. But, so I'm going to go get some more storage bins if I can find any, because everywhere seems to be sold out, and do that today, and that's probably Dino. Okay, so I absolutely love Chalk Zero, and I placed an order this past week, and it came in today. The only problem is it's coming melted, so I'm very unhappy about that because it is very, very expensive. Yes, they put in this cute little cooler with 2 ice packs. The ice packs were melted, the chocolates were melted, and no, it wasn't left out in the heat. We got it from the UPS man. As soon as he set it on the porch, we picked it up. And you can feel they are completely a mush. Look, this is completely a ball. Like, it's one thing. And that's very upsetting because I need to be able to measure. And I need chips because I was going to make something with it. And now I can't. So I did leave a note with them to see if they'll replace it or something. Because it is expensive. Like I said, not cheap. And my caramel syrup came in. Of course, you can't really hurt that. So I'm very excited because I love this stuff. And we're not going to try this today. Like I said, it's pretty messy. And I'm sticking to the diet that I'm doing right now. I bought it for the future and was not planning on it being one clump. I mean, how do you try Reese cups that are clumps? Like, it's all clumped in a big clump right here. So, yeah. So I'm very upset about that. But they are my favorite company. I have never had issues with them until now. And like I said, I sent them an email and I'll let you know on the response. It's 5 o'clock. I'm having my last burger of the day because I had the keto bar. I am ice cream bar thing from Costco. I am not having tomatoes because I want to stick to 20 total carbs or less. And this will put me at 20 total carbs today. So I just spent the last 45 minutes doing a dance workout in my VR headset. For some reason, this is not counting it, and I don't know why. It used to pop on when I would work out, and I can't even find the settings for it. So I got to look into that. I want to go take a shower, but I'm supposed to do a boxing workout with my baby once he's ready. So shower's going to have to wait. Okay, it is 8 o'clock at night. I'm about to put that video together. I ended up doing some boxing alone because my baby was way too busy to do it with me. I've gotten a lot of exercise in, plus at least 6,000 steps. So hopefully tomorrow I can say I lost 200 pounds. We shall see.